Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the Atlanta Falcons. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Return. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
First and 10, Eason. And this one complete to Will Fuller. Will Fuller, nobody there to stop him.
Keep going, keep
Touchdown, Indianapolis. Will Fuller, 79 yards. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead.
Rodrigo Blankenship.
Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in Week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's Jackson to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
On first down, it's Gurley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jackson, they'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd. From the gun, Jackson. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
45-yard line.
First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Eason on second down. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. And the Colts first down.
Here's Taylor. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line.
He's brought down
up from his linebacker spot. Deion Jones making the play.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Falcons' 28-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun is Eason. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 18.
A gain of 11.
It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Flushed out right. Pass incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
They go play action with Eason. And he comes back with one complete.
Eason's pass.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. From the gun on 3rd down, Eason. And it's caught. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2.
1st and goal, Indianapolis.
It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. They'll look to run with Taylor. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. And one of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. Again, it'll be Taylor. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Colts 14. Falcons nothing. Rigoberto
Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. They find some open field here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
The 49-yard line. That's the end of
Back now in Atlanta, 2nd quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They go play action with Jackson. Got an open man, it's Aikman. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
2nd and 1 at the Colts 40-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now it's Gurley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Down
He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
47 is the mic. 47 is the mic. You gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this? You think you gonna get this? 47 mic. 47 mic. Mike 47.
Jackson, he wants it all for the end zone. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Marcel Aitman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Eason. That's complete to Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Back at the 20-yard line.
Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. He'll air this one. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. On 1st down, Jacob Eason. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 24 yards.
And the Colts 1st down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Coverage by Keanu Neal.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Throwing is Eason. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
At the 8-yard line.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He's trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. From the gun, Eason, and that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Is good.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Brought down at the 26.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd down now, Bellamy, he'll have a 1st down past the 40. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Touchdown, Falcons. Levante Bellamy, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And they will get the 1st down here as they move into field goal range as well, inside the 25.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. Gurley. And a short gain here down to the 22. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this 1st half.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 22-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
47 the mic, boy, 47.
Now Jackson. Now they go screen. It's complete. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 1st half. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. The Colts going to use the 1st of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this 1st half. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the 1st half. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And this one is right through. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. A final shot before break. Eason. He's got his man on the crossing route. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, it'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Back to the ground, this time with Gurley. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to face a 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off, and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And he'll give it here to his running back. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Touchdown, Falcons. Levante Bellamy. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead. He's turning in a heck of a game. He's creeping up towards 200 yards, a pair of touchdowns now to go along with it.
There's so many things we can talk about in his game because we're seeing it all from him, but I love his vision. He's seeing the holes develop. He's seeing holes develop before they actually open. He's making sure he's getting to the right places, very decisive in his cuts, but his vision has been the key to all these big runs in this game.
And on that last long run, we got a pretty good look at his speed as well. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And no thought of a return here for Hines.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Second down, here's Eason. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First down, Indianapolis.
They'll throw on first down with Eason. Eluding the pressure right. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
On first down, Eason. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Eason. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7.
Operating from the gun, Eason.
At the 5-yard line.
And his pass incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Colts have tied things up. They can take the lead with the extra point. And with that, his guys take the lead here by a point.
Makes the score Colts 24, Falcons 23.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
We got to step it up. 47's a mic, boy, 47. Check, 47. Come to my world. We want it. Come to my world. 60 Eagles.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Ball carrier.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now here on EA Sports. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the fourth.
For the Falcons.
And here's Hoffrichter now, the punter, as he sends this one away. This is taken at about the 14. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26.
Colts ball carrier.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
A loss of a yard on the play. And it's
Taylor. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. From the gun, Eason. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field.
1st down.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. 1st and 10, Taylor now. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Eason sets to throw it. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 23 yards the pickup there. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
On 1st and 10, Eason. And that's going to be incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front, and it's not just the offensive line. It's everyone. You're seeing the guys on the perimeter blocking downfield and making sure that they're secure. So, yeah, you're exactly right. The air's out of the balloon, and right now they're almost lifeless.
4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game. And there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll run here with Taylor. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Colts add on to their lead.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They'll keep it on the ground. Bellamy. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
46-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Jackson. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 16 yards, a 1st down. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Julian Blackman on the tackle. A gain of 9.
They'll keep it on the ground. Bellamy. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. Play action. Now Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
Intercepted.
Well, they needed the touchdown and the 2-point conversion, but they're not going to get a shot at either. This is a great play here defensively, Brandon, and at a time that they sorely needed one. And that could be enough to help get them out of here with a victory.
That one looks like he'll throw here. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. It's a gain of 15, and that ought to just about put an end to this one. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. I'm surprised with the lead in a one-score game this late. They're even putting the ball in the air in that situation.
Almost makes me feel like the head coach might be second-guessing himself by not clicking on and saying, all we're doing is running it here. But give credit to the guys on defense. They made a play that they absolutely had to have to give themselves a chance to be in this game.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15.
By the Colts. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Following the fumble recovery, Eason. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger. And dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Indianapolis, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll have another road date next week with the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.